What is up, Dan fam? Welcome back to another video, and in this video here today, we're gonna go ahead and do a store review. Now, the store review is gonna be done pretty fast, meaning I'm not gonna spend and ramble on and rant about a lot of different things on the store. Rather, I'm gonna show you the store, then get right to it and give you exactly what is good and what is bad about the store. So let's dive into it right now. Now, before I go ahead and dive in, for those of you who have not seen the new 4-part training series, what I want to go ahead and show you right over here is that you can simply, well, quite frankly, go out and grab this 4-part training series. We have thousands of people that have already come and watched it, and you can download the core elements, which is a 90-page PDF with a checklist, a $2.1 million case study, and student testimonials over and over and over again. So again, if you want this, this is for you. The link will be in the description. So let's get to the store review right now. So the site in question is known as DOGEAPPAREL, or actually DOGEAPPAREL.com. So the first thing when I log onto this particular site, I'm gonna look for the following. Let's take a look if they have a Pixel. So yes, the Pixel is installed. So this is great, and kudos to you. So 10 out of 10 just for having your Pixel installed. Now the second thing I want to go ahead and show you is that they do have some way to go ahead and capture leads that come to the particular site aside from retargeting, which is this opt-in box right over here by beaconing, okay? So again, kudos to you as well for having a way for you to capture your leads and subscribers more than one way. We have it over here. Follow us to see your coupon code, and then you click like or follow. This is great. It incentivizes somebody to go ahead and follow and give you some type of social proof in order for them to get some sort of reward in the end. Very, very powerful incentivizing somebody. So let's just say they click X, you have another way to capture their email, which is great. If I scroll down, all right, so I see you don't have anything in the footer. You should have something in the footer. So I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10 on this aspect, because when you're scrolling down, when you actually have customers going through your entire site, you should also have some way for them to opt in at the bottom. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to shrink this down a little bit, okay? And what you see right over here, all right, so I hope you can see that there's a black screen on your side, but this is what the mobile version of the particular site looks like. Now here's what I really want to go ahead and see. First thing is first is subscribe to our newsletter blocks the cart button, which is really, really bad. All right, so never have your store navigation bar being blocked by subscribe. Have it on the bottom if it's on mobile. So that costs you some points. However, what I really want to look at is right over here, the cart. It's a page. This is good. This gains you some points because a lot of people might have a drawer for their particular cart. So if you click right here, this is the same style. This is a drawer style. Okay, if your cart is a drawer style, it might not work on all Android devices. So make sure your cart is set to a page and not an actual drawer inside of your Shopify settings. Now let's see how good your store is set up and if you have cart abandonment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this particular product, and we're going to talk about the product page in just a second, but what I'm going to do is click add to cart, and then I'm going to go ahead and abandon the cart just to see if you're actually sending out some sort of cart abandonment. 1 second. So I've waited around 5 minutes or so, and for an update, there hasn't been any email to bring me back to the cart with the product that I left inside of the cart. So until I actually go ahead and get an email, perhaps you have it set to a different time, I will be giving you a 0 out of 10. You do need a cart abandonment application. This is super, super important, okay? So again, keep in mind that I haven't received an email from you yet, but I will update in the description if I have received an email. But for now, there's no cart abandonment, which I'm giving you a 0 out of 10. So now let's talk about the logo. So here is your particular logo, and I'm gonna just make it a little bit bigger. And let's see what happens if we make it, super, super big. Now, this logo is actually pretty good, okay? I stretched it out, and it seems like it fits. However, the simplicity of it is nice, but it doesn't fit what your brand is trying to do. Your brand is trying to be, a dog apparel company. It doesn't fit with what your with what your purpose is. You can't brand that line. You can brand a logo. So I'm gonna have to give you a 6 out of 10 because, again, I like how it's simple, but I don't like how there's no way for anybody to distinguish that this is your brand. which again is super, super important when you're trying to build a store like this. So let's just take a look at the overall mobile view of this particular website. So I'm going to shrink the site down and it looks good. So we have two products over here. The bar is sticky, which is good. So let's just take a look at the menu as well. Let's just go and take a look at, let's just go to apparel, all right? And then see what we have here. We're going to click on this USA. And again, I'm not even going to touch on the infringed. I will go ahead and say that I'm going to give you a 0 out of 10 for the infringed products. I don't suggest it, I don't recommend it or anything else. I saw something with Supreme on here, which is infringed. So over here, Supreme, okay, this is infringed, this is illegal. So I'm gonna go ahead and Supreme up here. I will say right from the start that I do not recommend this, and because it's infringed, I'm giving you a 0 out of 10 for that. So your product page when it comes down to mobile is actually fairly good. However, this information right over here in your description, you want to make your you want to make your description a little bit better. You want to entice them to buy. So again, your dog will be stunning, everybody's going to love your dog, whatever it is. You want to make them feel a certain type of way and get them to purchase this particular product. Or you want to add more images. Just having one image isn't good enough. So you either have to sell it really hard in the description, or you have to go ahead and add more images. So when it comes down to this aspect, to your particular product page, I will give you a 10 out of 10. However, I will not give you a 10 out of 10 when it comes down to the description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to average it out to around a 7 out of 10 for your product page because of those two factors. Now when it comes down to your mobile view, I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10 because, well, you did exactly what you're supposed to do with mobile view. And mobile cart, again, it's not a slider, so you're getting a 10 out of 10 there. Now, when it comes to desktop view, this is horrid. Now, why is it horrid? Because of the fact that the pixels are all pixelated, and the moment somebody lands on your site, all they see is these two images. That is the biggest waste of traffic ever. I'm actually going to take away a point from your overall score because of this. Just to let you know that this is massive. So you get a -1 on your total score of your overall score because of this. If somebody has to scroll down to see this product, you lost. You will have the worst conversions on here. So you get a -1 just because of the layout of your desktop site. Now when it comes down to Facebook Messenger, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Facebook Messenger and tell you you got a 0 out of 10. The reason why you get a 0 out of 10 is because I can't find anywhere with Facebook Messenger on here. So, to sum this up, if you don't have Facebook Messenger, it kind of takes away a customer support channel and it takes away a product sales channel. Now let's talk about push notifications. Again, you don't have push notifications on here, which is massively, massively impactful. Let me just show you, for example, how a push notification software should work. And you can go to pushnotifier.com and get exactly what you're about to see. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I already accepted it. I'm already accepting push notifications on this site, on this particular computer. So let me just show you what it looks like right over here. So if somebody were to come to my site, you're gonna see that this website wants to send you push notifications. They click allow, and then they click allow again, and we can send them push notifications right to their desktop to allow more sales. Again, there will be a link in the description down below where you can go ahead and have direct access to my push notification software. I'm one of a few softwares where I can actually collect emails and push notification users at the same time. So to sum this up, push notifications gets a 0 out of 10 because it's not here. Now when it comes down to colors, you have your primary color, which is black. Now that's fine, however, I'm gonna give you a 4 out of 10 because you have no secondary color. When you're going out there and creating a store, you want it to look vibrant. You want it to feel good. However, it's not going to be something that massively impacts directly on your sales. But it would look good if you had maybe a black and, maybe a blue, for example, or a blue and yellow, and the button might be yellow, stuff like that. So, I'm not saying do that, I'm just giving you examples. You want to make it a little bit more vibrant to catch their attention. So when it comes down to colors, I'm giving you a 4 out of 10 only because of the fact that there are, well, quite frankly, there's just no colors here. So there's nothing much that I can work with. Now the last thing I want to talk about is social media. Let's just take a look at your social media, if it's existent. Your About Us page, no pictures, nothing, there's no social media. Yet again, I'm giving you a 0 out of 10. Now, in conclusion, what I really want to tell you is that you need a social media to really start branding it out. But, from what I can tell, your store needs a lot of work. I mean, an incredible amount of work just to go ahead and really get this really flowing. So let's go over the overview right now. So in total, this store received an astonishing 65 points out of 130, which makes it a 50% or 5 out of 10, but we take away that 1, so it's a 4 out of 10 overall store. In all, don't get discouraged for that person who owns DOGEAPPAREL. Now, since there's a lot of work to be done, it's not like, you can't recover from this. You're gonna be able to recover. Just make the fixes, and then you're gonna be able to go out there and start making a ton of sales. So again, without any further ado, this is my store review very quickly, very easily, and if you want to go ahead and have the 6-figure cheat sheet, you want to have a $2.1 million case study, you also want to have free 4 training videos on how to pretty much use the entire drop shipping business model correctly from start to finish. The link is down in the description. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dan Dasilva, and I'm really excited for those of you who are looking for more store reviews and more videos like this. Shoot me a thumbs up if you liked it. I will create more videos like this for you. I'll catch you soon.